For Harmelody TV, I'm Jeremy Rowe, hanging out with the one, the only Foxy Shazam. How's it going, guys?
Not too bad.
Excellent. So the name Foxy Shazam, that's a very interesting name. I've never heard a name that original before. How did you guys come up with a name for it?
When I was in high school, it was a big thing for everybody at my school, for all the kids to have, pretty frequently there would be new Jordans that would come out, the shoe. And you know, whenever the newest Jordan came out, everybody in my school had to have it, and it was just like this big thing that whoever had the new Jordans was awesome. So this like term started to, like everybody started to say like Fox, if your shoes were cool, that was the term they used, Foxy Shazam. So it basically means cool shoes. Nobody ever told me that I had cool shoes, but.
That's interesting.
I just had Jordashes. I didn't really have Jordans, so I never got Foxy Shazam.
When I was a kid, I wanted Pumas, and I never got them.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sad about that.
Pumas. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
So how did you guys all form the band Foxy Shazam? How did it all come about?
It's a very miserable and boring story, but it's I mean, I like Lauren's answer. What he usually says is fate. It's just all fate. And I've always kind of been jealous of his answer, so I'm going to say it. But I mean, I gave you credit, right?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank
you. Works for me. So I've been reading about you guys a lot in different magazines and different TV shows and whatnot. You guys are really starting to hit it big, so congratulations to all of you for that.
Thank you.
But one thing I've been hearing, which is kind of interesting, and maybe you guys can elaborate on this or maybe denounce this a little bit, I've heard you guys compared to Queen a lot. And I think maybe it's because of the stage antics you guys get into on stage, but it's very Queen-esque. Do you guys have a retaliation to that or a response to that?
I think the reason people say that that we're like Queen is because I'm a little white guy with a mustache and I have black hair. But other than that, I really don't, you know.
I don't see it.
I'm not gay and I'm not dead.
Well, that works. That works for me. So let's talk a little bit about being on Sire Records. This is your first album out on that label.
Yeah, that's our first album out on this one, and it's been a really fun ride. And there's what's that? It's just we have a long road ahead of us still with this record. So it's
What do you mean by that?
Just that, you know, we still have a lot of what do you call it? Supporting the record.
A lot of promotion.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Doing, you know, being on the road and stuff.
Being on a major label such as Sire, do you guys feel that's a little bit more of a challenge for you guys, considering a lot of bands nowadays are leaving major labels to go to more independent ventures or trying to do stuff on their own?
It's a lot. I mean, it's pretty challenging. There's a lot more opinions that you have to consider.
Yeah.
A lot more feet, a lot more like toes to step on, so to speak, I guess. But who cares? You know, well, we want to be like. Our goals are pretty big as a band, and in order to do that, we just need people to support us that are able, you know, willing and able.
Absolutely. Well, we definitely support you here, so keep on doing what you guys do.
Thank you, man.
So now let's talk a little bit about the new album that just recently came out not too long ago. The one thing that I've noticed, and this is kind of weird, and maybe no one's really explained this yet, but what's with the basketball theme that goes along with the album? Because it seems to me like you guys have a lot of that in your music videos. It's all over the album cover. You're putting your hand on some girl's ass with a red mark, which by the way is absolutely hilarious.
Thank you.
Looks like a basketball.
Yeah.
Kind of, yes. So what's
the reason behind that is Michael Jordan's one of my biggest influences or inspirations.
Sure.
And I'm not really a huge fan of the game. There's just something different about Michael Jordan compared to the other NBA players. I mean, there's a lot of NBA players that are amazing. Don't get me wrong, but there's just something different about him. in the way that he played ball. And I just feel like it's magic, and I feel like he was born with something that nobody has been born with yet so far. And it gave him the ability to do things that no one else could do. So he's a big inspiration to me because of that. Not really because of the game. You know, I'm not a basketball fan. I'll watch it, but it's not really what inspires me. It's more of him as a person. So that having a basketball there is kind of our symbol, and it just reminds me of that.
Is that something you guys feel that's going to be like a recurring theme for the rest of your albums, or is
Yeah, I
this
think so. You know
Yeah.
how the Rolling Stones kind of had that lips in the tongue?
Yeah.
That's kind of like, you know, the basketball would be the equivalent of that to us. You know, whatever they did, whatever. But the reason I do it is just because someday we want, you know, I want to be the Michael Jordan of rock and roll.
Well, you guys are definitely working towards that goal, I have a feeling. Let's talk about a little bit the tours that you guys have been doing. You guys have been overseas, correct? What would you say is the big comparison or the big difference between overseas fans and fans here in the States?
I feel like Foxy was kind of doing this in the U.S. for 6 years or something like that, and we just started going over the UK in the past year, and it's just started to pick up a lot quicker over there. I think people caught on to it. Maybe it's just the timing, but within a year we've noticed a huge difference from the first time we went to the last time we went, which was the fourth time we were over there. So I think people just get it more over there. They understand, I think, what Foxy's doing.
Excellent. Very nice. So let's talk about tour here a little bit more. What about your rituals? Do you guys have any rituals before you guys go on stage? Do you guys get like together in a huddle, or?
You know what, and I'm kind of proud of this, but we don't have any rituals.
Yeah?
We just don't, I don't even warm up. I just walk on stage and sing.
Our ritual is like finding each other and making sure we're all there to get on stage.
Well, that's always a plus, right?
Yeah, but in a way, that's kind of a ritual. It's kind of this unspoken, like, it just feels right. Like, I don't want to over-prepare. I don't want to think about it. I just want to go. And that's when it, yeah.
I've tried it. I've tried doing like the stretchy and the warm-ups and like listening to some music to get you going, but just, it never lasts. Like, it will last like maybe 2 shows. And then I just forget about it and walk on stage, plug my stuff in, and go.
Nice, very nice. So the big question here is, what's next for Foxy Shazam? What are you guys working on? I know obviously you guys are right now in support of the new album, but what's next on the horizon? You guys going back into the studio? You guys doing any comps?
I feel like it's time to write an album right now, and we're gonna do that again. Write a next one. We go to Australia in February. Right? We're doing a Circa Survive tour in January.
Nice.
And we're doing half of Warped Tour this summer
Oh, excellent.
with our good friends Bad Rabbits, who's an awesome band. And that's am I forgetting anything?
Sounds like about at least the first half of the year, yeah.
Are you guys? Have you guys ever played Warped Tour before?
No.
No. So this is your first time ever playing
Yeah.
Warped?
Yeah.
Should be a lot of fun. By the way, I saw you guys at Lollapalooza this summer, and it was an absolutely amazing show. You guys were like the first band to go on for the entire festival, and actually, yeah, a buddy of mine told me about you guys, and I was like, I've never heard of your band before, and then went to go watch you guys, and you guys were absolutely incredible. So,
That's awesome.
so I became a new fan by seeing your first shows, or at least my first show, seeing you guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at you
awesome.
now, interviewing
Yeah.
us.
I know, right?
That's pretty cool.
It's like a dream come true.
Rolling Stone.
Now, if I could only interview the surviving members of Led Zeppelin, I think I'll probably die a happy man.
Yeah.
All right, well, anyway, guys, we're about to wrap this up, but we do have one thing that we always do for all of our interviews. It's called Rapid Fire. It's 6 questions in 60 seconds. There's no right, there's no wrong. If you guys get it all set up and you get all the 6 questions correct in a time limit, we'll give you guys an extra mention on our website.
So there's a right and wrong.
There's not a right, there is no right, there is no wrong, but it is a this or that.
Okay.
All right, so gear up. You guys ready?
Cats. Oh.
Oh. All right, here we go. Ramones or the Sex Pistols?
Sex Pistols.
Ramones.
Pirates or ninjas?
Ninjas.
Ninjas.
Macs or PCs?
Max.
Max.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or Cedar Point?
Rock and
Hall
roll.
of Fame.
Rock and
Yeah.
Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, okay. Crunchy or smooth?
Crunchy.
And then after the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Cedar Point.
Okay.
It's on the
And
way.
last, but and this is not going to be a this or that, unfortunately, but it's favorite movie.
Big Fish.
Dumb and Dumber.
Cats.
Cats or
And not the Broadway.
Nice. Well, I think you guys got it, so congratulations. You guys got an extra mention on our website, so congratulations to all of you. Nice. Teamwork, definitely. So before we wrap this up, oh wow.
You have a tail.
Before we wrap this up, do you guys have anything, last thing you guys want to say to any of your fans or any guys that are just checking you guys out for the first time?
Fans are nice.
Well, that too.
Especially in the summertime, right?
Merry Christmas.
Fair enough. For Harmelody TV, I'm Jeremy Bro. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll catch you next time. And go check out Foxy Shazam, www.foxyshazam.com. For Harmelody TV, I'm Jeremy Bro. See you next time.